On an afternoon of brilliant sunshine, Highbury is agog because this is now a more significant match even than it was 24 hours ago. Well, Arsenal know that if they don't win today, they have 2 more chances to collect the points they need to render Manchester United's challenge irrelevant. But they're being asked to clinch the first part of the double without top scorer and Footballer of the Year Dennis Bergkamp. His hamstring injury means Christopher Wright starts the match, and Ian Wright, who hasn't played in the first team for 3 months, is on the bench after a run out in the reserves. Everton come with a reshuffled defence, 5 at the back, with Slaven Bilic in midfield, and only captain Duncan Ferguson, an out-and-out striker. Nick Barmby, the likely one to play loose off him. Peter Beagrie's experience preferred to the younger element, and the new signing John Spencer is injured. There's a push. Michael Ball on Ray Parlour gives Arsenal a free kick in a threatening position. Martin Keown goes forward with Tony Adams. Adams has got his arms up on the far side of the penalty area. And that's where it went for the header. Oh, it's there, he's got it! Tony Adams! Arsene Wenger's team are in front. And we've only been playing for 5 minutes.
Well, it was a very high ball. Adams has scored from that position before. We thought at the start that Everton may have enough big men. It was Bilic.
Bilic, it's good enough Bilic, I think. It may have to go down as an own goal. Overmars for Arsenal, look at this. And Anelka's run offside. Ray and checked his run, in fact, here he is now. And he heads it back into Parlour. And it's a save by Mura. At the last.
Sparkling play, moving the ball quickly, excellent diagonal, and a fine header by Parlour.
Ian Wright has had a tremendous cheer because he's just taken to a stretching run down the touchline. Petit is down on the far side and writhing in agony as Everton come back with Barmby. And there'll be a question mark, I think, about how that happened. But wait a moment, because Overmars and Arsenal are on the break. He's got Ray to his right. This is Marc Overmars, and it's going in. He's scored. Overmars has scored for Arsenal with Petit on the ground. And as the ball rolled into the net to make it 2-0, Arsene Wenger and the physio Gary Lewin were more concerned about the condition of Emmanuel Petit, but the referee did Arsenal a real favour. He played on, Overmars took them on, and Mira got a hand to it, but it rolled on into the net. And it's 2-0 to Arsenal as Overmars squeezes this one through. Oh, Everton have lost that. This is Ray. Outside him, he's got Parlour. He chooses to go the other way. That probably wasn't the best option for Ray there, but he has found Overmars. And he's capable of finding Ray again. And Petit thinks that it was going well away from the goal, but it hit Craig short. Here's Ferguson. Keown's in on him straight away, and Duncan Ferguson and Keown are wrestling on the ground. I think it's been... Oh, it hasn't been stopped. Other players trying to separate them. Referee Ashby is waiting for it to calm down, but Duncan Ferguson once more involved in an aggressive incident. I must say, I did think Ferguson was more the perpetrator there than Keown, and he gets the yellow card. Oh, look at this from Winterburn. Was he blocked? Yes, free kick.
Well, the referee has no choice but to give obstruction for that one, waiting for the opportunity to push it through his legs.
Got to be a bit careful, John O'Kane. He's been booked. Arsenal have the free kick. They have Tony Adams forward again, and Martin Keown. This is almost the same position from the other side of the pitch from which Petit made the first goal. That's his cross, and it's headed away by Tyler, but it'll be retrieved on this side of the pitch by Keown. He's done well. Adams is still in the middle there. And we're in the last minute of normal time in the first half, and Highbury in celebratory mood at present. Hutchison now. Now there's a chance for Barmby to get away. He's got Ferguson to his left. Possible opening here for Everton. This is Ferguson. Outside him is Hutchison, and Keown to clear. And there's another injury problem for Emmanuel Petit. And he's cross with Hutchison for the challenge. Very cross. Oh, that didn't look good. Ball. Oh, they've given it away, Everton. Dangerous. Overmars, look at this. It's a spirited run by Overmars. It's a fabulous run by Overmars. It's a tremendous individual goal by Overmars. And surely, that clinches the league title for Arsenal. What a magnificent way in which to do it. Sheer individual flair here. Overmars with pace, takes them on, goes slightly wide and steers a marvellous shot beyond the reach of Mura. It's 3-0 Arsenal. Well, the Everton manager is starting to think it's going to depend on the last day. The Highbury hero is getting ready to play a part. The record goal scorer of all time in an Arsenal shirt. And Ian Wright, who hasn't played in the first team since February, is going to play a part in what could be the climactic match. Smiles all over his face as he replaces Nicolas Anelka. And what a reception. I haven't heard a roar like that for a substitute since Zico came on in Mexico in '86, David.
What month, John?
He really is loved here. There's only 2 minutes left here. Arsenal are the champions, and they've got Ian Wright going through the middle. Is this going to be the storybook finish? Thomas Mura denies him, but Mura's well out of his goal. Surely it's asking too much of the script for Wright to score now, but you never know. This is bold. Adams has gone forward, and he's onside. This would be even more of a fairy tale. Tony Adams! Oh, what a finish! What a way to clinch the championship! The captain and the rock on which Arsenal have built has confirmed their title with a typical surge forward, but perhaps he would agree, a somewhat untypical goal. 10 wins in a row, and Everton here, Tony Adams and company, have totally outclassed them. Arsenal are the champions. The first leg of the double is achieved. A man from France called Arsène wins the title for Arsenal in his first full season. And Ian Wright was there when it happened. As indeed, inevitably, was Tony Adams. A thrilling moment for Arsenal and their supporters. Ian Napier, the chief executive of Bus Brewers Limited, hands over the trophy to a jubilant Tony Adams.
What a day for Arsenal.
It's a beautiful day. I think one of the most beautiful days of my life. We did it, and it's very... I can find my words in English, but I can say in French, c'est magnifique.
Everybody was saying that it would have been great. I would have come on, finished it because Everton's a team. But, Tony, it was all perfect day.
Arsene, many congratulations. How does this compare with the other successes you've had in your football life?
I would say for me it's the biggest one because maybe the most difficult. I was lucky to win some titles, but I would say to come to England for me and to win the championship is a tremendous honour, and I'm very proud, and maybe it's my biggest satisfaction in my career until now.
Well, when you joined Highbury to begin with, you had your critics. It took a little time for you to settle in. Now you're very much an Arsenal man, I take it.
I'm proud. You see, I had my lot of critics when I arrived because I was unknown, and so it was difficult to convince people. But I'm very happy today because I think the Arsenal people had confidence in me, and I'm happy to have paid them back their confidence because they had as well to be brave to employ me because it was not obvious for them.
Well done, Arsene, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.